Hey, what up? It's Nikula Daz, and I'm talking to you today about 5 ways you can transmute your sexual energy. Now, if you've been practicing semen retention for some time, you probably noticed you got a lot more energy, especially if you was a dude that is ejaculating daily or was ejaculating daily. And no shame about it. I ain't judging you. It is what it is. I was a young man growing up in North America as well. And it wasn't until recently that I discovered the power of retaining semen. Now, because of the spiritual path that I'm on, I came onto this information and how this works, and it's been a transformative part of my life. So I'm excited to share this information with you. I think it's something that needs to be talked about more so people can get really educated about sexual energy and the different ways that it can be used. Imagine electricity. Electricity at one point was thought as to be dangerous until we learned to harness electricity, and now we've built mega cities and connected. The only reason that we're connecting and you're watching this video is because of the way that we transmuted energy into a usable form. Similarly, when you know how to transmute your sexual energy into different forms or express it, bring it into the world through different ways, then that energy is going to be used in a positive way and you're going to be motivated and it's going to be awesome. So let's dive into it. I got my trusty notepad here as I do on many of my videos. Why? Because I like to take a few notes before I get on the mic, and so that way I can give you guys some good information. I can keep track. Now, if, by the way, you are somebody who isn't practicing semen retention and you're on this video, or you've been practicing for some time, it's always good to be reminded of these things. Why is it so important? Well, first of all, if you're not practicing and if you're a guy who's ejaculating every single day, it's something that you really want to take a look at. And I'm sure you're already doing that. I aren't going to preach to you because that's why you're watching this video. But remember that when you ejaculate every single day or you're ejaculating often, it's killing your life force. Your energy is going to be depleted, your motivation, your vitality. You won't have the drive to go up to that girl or ask for the raise or go and share your mission or message with the world, start that business or foundation. Whatever it is that you're here to express, play that art, you will not be able to get the best out of you if you were ejaculating every single day and depleting your energy like that. So you want to take up a form of semen retention. Now, if you are looking for more information, how do you get started? Why should I do it? Then check out some of the other videos that I've got on the channel about the topic, as well as make sure you subscribe, you hit the bell button so you get notified. I do a lot of videos on the subject and will continue to do so as I learn and experience more. I'm sharing with you because, again, this is something that's completely transformed my life, taken my whole life, everything in my life to a whole different level. And I want that for as many guys out there as possible. Now, all right. Boom. So where are we at? Yeah. Subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. You know what to do. Let's get into the list. 5 ways to transmute your sexual energy. Now, there are more than 5 ways. You might put it in a different order. You might have completely different ways. You go on your journey. You do you. I'm sharing with these 5, all these 5 I have personally used in my life and continue to use in my life at this time to help me on my journey. You do what you got to do. I hope it inspires you. Number 5, associate with the topic. What do I mean by associate with the topic? Associate means to listen to. That's what our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada teaches at the Hare Krishna movement. How do you listen? This is taught in the personal development world. I spend many of my days in the personal development world, going to seminars and trainings, and it's all about association. What are you listening to? When you read books, watch videos, listen to audios, join communities, get involved with discussions about the topic of sexual transmutation and how sex energy can be used in a positive way in your life, you will naturally start to want to transmute it. You'll naturally start to pick up that vibration, that consciousness, that train of thought, and begin to evoke it in your life. So number 5, associate with the topic, educate yourself. The more knowledge you have about the topic, the less taboo it's going to be, the less weird it's going to be, and the more you're going to be excited to implement it and even share it with other people in your life. Number 4, learn tantric practices. Now, this is not as part of the Hare Krishna movement, so I know I am a Hare Krishna, but this is something because of just where I'm at that really has helped me. So I'm sharing openly and honestly. Breath work, mindfulness, and learning to transmute your sexual energy, having sex without ejaculation. Now, if that's the first time you're ever hearing that, that sounds weird. It's actually a great pleasure. Tantric sex is a great way to be able to connect with yourself and your partner and to transmute sex altogether. Tantric in the West has really been chalked up just to the physical part, but Tantric is a deep, deep spiritual practice. By learning Tantric practices, you're gonna not only you're gonna show up physically better for your partner in a deeper way, in a connected way. You're gonna be more expressive. So on the physical level, it's going to increase. But if you're truly doing tantric properly, your spiritual awareness will be growing. So take up some tantric practices if you're too addicted to sexual activity. Like most men are. Holla, don't be shamed. Just say what it is. All right, cool. Number 3, creative projects. You're going to notice that sexual energy is going to amplify everything that's within you, both negative and positive habits. So in this way, you really want to make sure that you are having some deep spiritual practice, some sadhana, some mentorship in your life so that you could stay focused and harness this energy. Again, if not, it's going to come out just in the animalistic ways. Just, you're just going to basically be just a horn dog, which is going to happen. The reality is you can get beyond that, but it's going to happen. You're going to have an increase of your desire for sex, but this is where you're learning to transmute it through these different ways. So you're practicing semen retention. You're going to be fired up. Your energy is going to be vibrating at a higher level. You're going to be wanting to move. So what you want to do is you want to look at ways to put your creativity into things that move. Art, I got a few things. Business, that's one of the things that I like to do, right? I like to generate sales, businesses, creative projects, community projects. I like to build things, organizations, leadership skills. I really, that's where I gravitate towards. You may gravitate towards more artistic expressions, music, writing, painting, acting. Maybe you want to put on a play. Maybe you want to make your own YouTube channel. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to have some artistic expression. Some of you are going to be more sports oriented, for instance. As an example, there are 7 billion people, 7 billion expressions. So I'm just giving you examples to get the mind going, but you got to be true to yourself. What's it for you? Maybe you're a comedian. Maybe you're, whatever. I don't know. You got to put it out there. So sports is another way. Construction, maybe you're like a mechanical type where you want to build something. Entrepreneurial type, you're going to move things around. Maybe you want to put it into studying and writing great literature. Whatever it is, put your energy when you're feeling it. Put your energy into creative projects. Put your mind and thoughts into it. Your mind is going to want to, because your mind and your body are like, they're the one and the same. So as your energy goes through the lower centers, it's going to want to express that sex energy in a physical way. When you bring it up, when you bring your awareness up, you're going to want to express that energy in creative ways and even in divine ways. Number 2, exercise. Get exercise in. Exercise is a great way to use that energy in a positive way, replenishes the body. My spiritual master, Bhakti Marg Swami, he's known as the Walking Monk. You could check him out, thewalkingmonk.net. I just put in a plug for my guru. Okay, so basically exercise. He's known as the Walking Monk. He walks as a way to use this energy. And one thing that he said was output is input. Whatever you put out, you get more of. So exercise is great because the more you exercise, the more energy you have. And the more energy you have, the more you can put it in and you can be really fit. And when you're really fit, you're going to have a lot of energy. When you have a lot of energy, it's going to increase your focus. It's going to increase your ability to do spiritual services. It's whatever material endeavors you're involved with. It's going to help with that. It's going to help with all areas of your life. And number 1 technique that I use to transmute my sexual energy is mantra meditation, specifically morning mantra meditation. Morning mantra meditation means I get up early in the morning and I chant, for me, the Hare Krishna mantra. Maybe you're of the Christian faith and you're going to use the rosary. Maybe you're of the Islamic faith and you're going to chant the qualities of Allah. Maybe you're Buddhist. Maybe you're going to use affirmations. I'm going to leave that up to you. I use the Maha Mantra. I find it's been the best mantra that I've learned in my life. I've tried different mantras. I've tried different spiritual practices in this current age that we live in, when we're not very meditative, when we live busy lives, when we're constantly being bombarded by material temptations. And then absolutely we need to equip our minds with some form of solid practice. For me, it's mantra meditation. It is, and I say it's for me, but it is the recommended practice of this age. Okay, that's why all spiritual practices around the world have some form of mantra meditation and some form of generally music with a devotional attitude. You'll notice this all across the board. So this is my list of 5. Just to quickly recap, associate with the topic, learn tantric principles and practices, creative projects, put it into creative projects, business, art, construction, whatever your nature is, begin to use it in the world. Exercise, use that energy in a physical way, move your physical body, take care of this physical vehicle as it's going to take you to many great places, and own your mornings with morning mantra meditation. These are the 5 things I use in my life. Hey, I'd love to hear your list. Put your 5 ways, or 1 way or 2 ways, whatever you're doing to transmute your sexual energy below. Don't be shy. Talk about it. The more we talk about it, the more we can learn and help each other. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Motivation is necessary. Education is necessary. Personal development, spiritual development is necessary. So hit subscribe. Make sure you get motivated every single week with me. Hit the notification bell. Get notified. Don't miss a video. Second, I want to invite you to go to my website, nakuladas.org, and put your email address. First of all, you're going to get a video called The Happiness Scam. Second of all, you're going to tune in to things that are going on with me, courses, speaking engagements, all that kind of good stuff. And why that's valuable for you is so that you can see what other opportunities are to learn and grow together and to become part of the community. Thirdly, become a patron of mine. Well, I invite you to. You don't have to. You don't have to do any of this. It's all option for you. It's an offering. You can take it. You can leave it. But I do invite you to become a patron of mine. $5 a month gets you into the Happy Yogis community, where I'm motivating you and continuing to share information in there. Also, it helps me out a ton, and that money is used to continue to grow the mission. So check out the links in the description below. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. We'll see you on the next video. Namaste. Amen. Hare Krishna.